Warm up number 2, because why not? Okay, this one's a little bit more specific. We have a 6-minute running timer again, with 3 movements, rounds for quality in these as well. Although I'll say in this specific warm up, if your heart rates are not already up, start moving with a little bit more intensity, even though you're still going for quality, amongst these 6 minutes, just to get primed for the Metcon. Okay, so first movement, or category of movements, is some form of jumping or lateral work. So if you have a jump rope in the space to do it, which I questionably have, I'm in the basement, 20 double unders. If you're proficient with double unders, 5 double unders if you're not, or don't spend more than, let's say, 30 seconds on it. And then if you don't have double unders at all, which today is not the day, 20 single unders. So just to be explicitly clear, double unders, 2 jumps for every, or 2 spins for every 1 jump. If you don't have those, single unders, keeping your arms inside and in front of the vehicle at all times, like this. If we're not doing jump rope, next option, line hops. Try to not let the knees touch. 20 of these, counting the friendly way. And if we're not the jumping type, get an object of reasonable height, nothing too crazy. Step overs. 1, 2, up to 20. Make sure you're safe. I don't want any tripping, of course, so if something like this is too high, go half as high. Totally fine. Okay, so that's the first movement. Second movement, we have, oh, I need this. 10, so we have some form of a hip hinge. So if you have a band, great. Attach it to something super sturdy that won't move, and then step into said band and have the band up at hip height, right at the hip crease, like it's right in that hip crease when I fold over with a neutral spine. And then create tension on said band of at least moderate to large load, and then hinge over some form of a weight. Right here I have a 45-pound plate, dumbbell, kettlebell, reasonable weight, barbell, something, couple cast irons, and then double check your back's neutral, and then from here squeeze your butt and quads and stand up all the way, bringing your hips and pelvis into the band, and then return back the way you came up, meaning your spine's still neutral. If you have tight hamstrings, you should feel the hamstring tension. Squeeze the butt and the quads to stand up. So 10 of those bad boys. If you don't have a band, but you have weights, then do it with just a weight. Pretend there's a band there and really emphasize that hip pop. Like this. Boom. If you're a guy, try not to hit the plate and then you know what. If you have no weights, like not even a Dutch oven or a couple cast irons, I say false. I say that's shenanigans and tomfoolery, fine one. But if you don't want to do any weights, that's fine. Hip hinge, waiter's bow, squeeze the tush and the quads and stand back up. And that way you can use your lovely hands to monitor if your spine stays neutral. So 10 of those. Third movement, if you have a pull-up bar that's sturdy, beat swings. So we're going to pretend like my knees are straight here, because that's what we want when we do beat swings, but this bar isn't high enough for me to do that. So making sure less is more with these, firm grip, thumb wrapped around the bar, forward, back, 10 of these. Staying real tight, knees straight, heels together, generating momentum from the primary engines of our body, shoulders and hips, in midline, not from bending the knees. Okay? Or, if you don't have pull-up bar, overhead openers. So, you'll go against a wall or something super sturdy, get your feet a decent ways away, and then you're going to hinge at the hips But before you do, you're going to brace. You're going to bring that rib cage down to the belly button, sew them together just a little bit. It's okay if your back's just a teeny bit rounded. And then you're going to keep those abs engaged as you hinge over with straight elbows. And hopefully you feel a little bit of stretch along your lat because you're keeping your abdominals engaged. Like so. I don't want you to go into spinal hyperextension to get there. So abs engaged as you go down into that position for 10 of those. Okay, hope you enjoy the specific warm-up. Good talk.